Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading an Arlecchino Listener by me. So let's get into it. The winter wind howls outside, a persistent, eerie reminder of the harsh conditions beyond the thick stone walls of the orphanage. The fire in the hearth crackles softly, its warmth barely reaching the shadows that seem to dance along the corners of the room. You pull the heavy blanket tighter around your shoulders, burying yourself deeper into the mattress. But sleep eludes you. It's one of those nights. Restless, your mind too tangled to find peace. The thought of waking anyone crosses your mind. But the orphanage is quiet now, the other children long asleep, wrapped in the same kind of warmth that you can't seem to find. You roll over, staring at the door. There is one person who might understand, who might offer you solace, without needing to know the details. But even as the thoughts form, you hesitate. That person was Arlecchino, the knave, feared and respected, a leader, a father. But she has never shown anything but stern affection. However, tonight, with the storm raging and your thoughts a chaotic mess, you're not really sure she would even show that. Maybe it was a stressful time for her too. She had come there late after all, and she'd had a couple of missions. There is a lot that's kept from you, considering how new you are. Still, you knew she wouldn't turn you away. The memory of her hand on your shoulder, firm but reassuring, comes to your mind. So with a deep breath, you push back the covers and quietly make your way over to her office. Her door is slightly ajar, a thin line of golden light spilling out into the dim hallway. You stand there for a moment, trying to gather the courage to knock, when her voice, low and smooth, calls out to you. "You can come in, little one," she says, and the door creaks as you push it open. Stepping inside, she's seated at her desk, papers scattered before her, but her intense gaze is fixed on you. Despite the late hour, she looks as composed as ever, dressed in her usual attire, her expression calm, yet piercing. "You should be asleep," she says, her tone neither harsh nor gentle, just a statement of fact. I couldn't sleep," you admit, feeling small under her gaze. "I didn't mean to bother you." "You're not bothering me. Don't you worry about it," she replies, setting aside the document she was reviewing. She rises from her seat, the sound of her heels softly echoing in the room as she crosses over to you. "So, what's troubling you?" I I don't know. It's just that everything feels so heavy tonight. I can't stop thinking." Arlecchino's expression softens, just a fraction, but enough that you notice. She places a hand on your head, gently brushing your hair back, a gesture that's both comforting and rare for someone like her. "Come," she says, leading you to a small sitting area by the fireplace. She settles into a plush chair and gestures for you to sit beside her on the ottoman. The fire's warmth envelops you, chasing away the chill from your bones. For a while, there's just quiet, the only sound the crackling of fire. You fidget, glancing at her, but Arlecchino's not one for unnecessary words. She just waits until you're ready to speak. She does not mind the silence. I keep thinking about what could happen to us, to the orphanage. The future feels scary and uncertain, and I don't know what I'm going to do either. Her eyes flicker with something. Understanding, perhaps, but she remains calm, her presence a steadying force against your turbulent thoughts. Uncertainty is a part of life, especially in a world like ours, where power and control shift like sand in the wind. But you are stronger than your fears, little one. You've survived this long because you have the will to face whatever that comes. You look at her, searching for the conviction in her words. It's there, a deep, unwavering belief in you, one that you're not sure you fully share yet, but it helps. And you're not alone, she continues, her voice softer now. You have me, and you have the others. We are a family, and we protect our own. That's something you can rely on, even when everything else feels uncertain. You nod, feeling the weight of her words settle over you like a warm blanket. It's the reassurance you hadn't realized you needed so desperately. Thank you, he murmured, leaning into her side, seeking more of that rare comfort. Arlecchino does not want to be touchy at all, but she pats your back gently, wanting to offer you even if just a little bit of affection. Sleep if you need to, she says quietly, her hand gently rubbing your back. You're safe here, so don't worry. Will you stay with me? Yes, I'll be here when you wake up. Now sleep, and don't worry yourself about unnecessary things. That promise is all you need to hear, and you let your eyes close. The last thing you feel is the comforting weight of her arm around you, anchoring you to the present, to the safety of her presence. And in the quiet of the night, surrounded by the remnants of the storm, you finally find the sleep you've been chasing. And even in your dreams, you feel the warmth of her presence, a constant reminder that no matter what the future holds, you will not be alone.